Congratulations! You've just committed a felony. Class B, pretty good. Problem was you started off too high level. You gotta work your way up. Come on, I'll teach you. I am an expert wrongdoer, so you can trust that this is all gonna work out. You're probably wondering how we got here. Let's start at the beginning. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Infractions. If you get caught, fine, baby fine, is all you'll get. But don't even worry about it. You won't be getting caught or your face familiar with the law. I can tell you're no amateur, so you won't be getting tripped up here at the start. Rule number 1. Tell no one of your shenanigans. Second, Night here is your new best friend. Avoiding detection is paramount. Here's an exercise. If you have more garbage than you know what to deal with, here's how a higher class of criminal deals with this. Avoid commercial areas because they have cameras and people who might spot you. Instead, around 10 p.m., drive up into your local apartment complex and throw it away there. Blending in. Want to park illegally? Just press that park anywhere button. Now people just pass on by, minding their own business. Now online, everything you do is recorded. So what do? Well, if you want to keep your activity online private, that's where today's sponsor... I'm joking. Hypothetically, of course, if you're illegally watching movies and stuffs and don't want to be able to be found out, here's what you can do when browsing. Use the program Tor. It's designed to take your internet connection and scramble and encrypt it, making it harder to track. Want to be niftier? The feds hate this one simple trick. Use a no-log VPN. So if the feds bust in looking for information, there'll be none to find. There's also Tails OS. Overkill for Barney, but does find use later on for journalism or espionage stuffs. So if your government doesn't like you having information, this level may be right for you. Fun fact, Minecraft has an uncensored library, but that's top secret, so shh, don't tell your dictatorship. Alright, let's get into some real misdeeds. Misdemeanors. We're now going to need to do some planning. Have an escape route. Best form of transportation at this level is going to be an e-bike. Simple yet effective. Don't have a bike? Well, just Class C, petty theft. Hood, mask, shades. Ooh. And now you're dressed for success. Check out the free deals at your local mega chain. The bigger, the better. The tech will come back for once we get to higher levels. The rest of the store is all yours. Nice selection. Oh, we could use some of those for Class B, vandalism. None of that little Jeremy was here. Nah, you are a vandal, goddammit. Go make this world into the place you want it to be. And it's nighttime, buddy boy. Hoo! I see you got an itch you can only scratch through special means. Well, allow me to introduce you to the ways of Class A, assault. Keep the population of the area minimal, so with a quick getaway in mind, just go for it. Don't spend so much time looking for the perfect opportunity that you miss the right opportunity. Good work! You're a natural. That there, dedication, makes the difference between an amateur and a professional. Before we get into felonies, you may think, oh, after I rob a bank, I can just flee to Guatemala. Not necessarily. 2015, John McAfee didn't pay his taxes and so partied over in Central America. But the authorities followed him through the jungles. Then he got arrested in Spain. You just can't have too high of a profile when hiding out. You can maybe find political asylum in another country if you get up to espionage and whistleblowing. But you see, with the big boy shenanigans, it's far more complicated. It's not as if you can just boom! Orphanage exploded, and then the world police come out and say, well done. That's an international no-no. Not impossible though. Don't get caught. Keep a low profile. Good work. Meet Jolo, gold standard felon, 5 stars. Stole $4.5 billion from the Malaysian government. Took that money, partied with the rich and famous, funded the Wolf of Wall Street, then, when found out, just went into hiding somewhere in Asia. He wrote a lot of Nat 20s to achieve all that, but he also had connections and understandings of things that I'm about to share with you, and that makes all the difference when getting up to felonies. Class E is where you get into big money tomfoolery. So suit up, because if you want to make the big bucks, you gotta do what the people with the big bucks do. So let's take a page out of the book of the professionals. Here's how to avoid paying taxes. Pick a tax haven. No corporate tax and guaranteed secrecy is always appreciated. In your tax haven of choice, set up a shell company. Register a fake, vague-sounding business name. Then, the shell company opens a bank account. Take your money and put it in there. When you need to withdraw, loan it out to yourself. Layer the transactions between multiple false companies. With that, you've evaded taxes. If you're ever questioned, says here you haven't been paying taxes, you may be tempted to play dumb. But here's what you should do when questioned or interrogated. Nothing. You don't want to end up doing too much and end up in one of those. Notice how their body language shifts, a clear indication of their lack of morals. Don't overthink it. Do nothing. Cops will use tactics like, lawyers just make things complicated, or, your buddy here already told us everything. If a cop says, hey buddy, I'm going to my grandma's funeral tonight, and this is just a quick routine thing here. Just want to clear up your side of the story. Did you ever spend any time in the Caribbean? What do you say? Ooh, that was good. Alright, let's keep going. Class D. If you want to make the big bucks off drugs, this is what you are going to do. Get yourself a job as a police officer. Go to all the little events and charities. Network with the fellas who know other fellas. Join the association. Do some good work for them. Set up events and fundraisers. Climb the ranks. Then, with your insider position and knowledge, online start receiving shipments from all over. Opioids are a growing market, so invest into that. You can even get them mailed straight to your home. Label them as wedding party favors, gift makeup, stuff to blend in with your event planning activities. With this plan, you should in just a few years be able to bring in tens of thousands of bills. Trust me, Joanne here did the same thing and made loads of dough. Except, she got caught when she used the company computer to make orders. So, don't do that and you are good to go. For this sort of operation, use that private browsing we talked about earlier. Be extra cautious doing stuff like this, because not everything that says it's secure is. 2021. Of the major options available for encrypted messaging was Anom, but the phone had a backdoor the FBI could use to monitor messaging. So they freeze! Police! Stick to the open source stuffs. Key life lesson. You got to learn from the mistakes of those who came before you. Class B. Alright, real quick lesson. Stealing a car. Grand Theft Auto. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Newer models have built-in GPS, so stick to the old. Scope out the location. Prepare some gasoline and a route. And we're off! For evasion, use private garages. Or you can make a group chat with your buddies where you can text if things are getting heated to open the garage. Oh, shoot! Not even close. Oh, and don't post what you do online. This idiot got away with doing this, but then went and punched some guy. So at the station, the cops were like, huh. All right, we've arrived. Class C. Some bozos go after a person's wealth by kidnapping, but it's far too complicated. Instead, burglary. All right, plan set, let's go. Don't grab the big stuffs. Stay light. There you go. What'd you get? Ooh, well done. Arson. Have you ever tried to start a fire, but just can't quite seem to keep it motivated? Well, by using our patented magic fire juice, you too can start your own local crisis. Our product is the market leader in accelerants, keeping your fire big and strong. You can find our product in any of these fine retailers for only $99.95. What's this? We've just received word that we now have a limited time offer. If you run fast enough, you can get 2 for the price of none. Hurry, supplies are limited. Class B, we are back to the bank. To avoid what happened at the start, some tips. Keep the crew light. There are hundreds of cases where Johnny Bimbo got caught because his buddy, Louis, snitched. You don't have to go in guns blazing. It's best to keep a low profile with something like this and you can still get big results. But I brought big guns anyways because I've always wanted to use them. For money digits this big, you gotta slow your roll. Be calculated. We got time. Watch some tutorials. You want to avoid the big boy investigators because they have all the time and resources, and the FBI are gonna get involved if the robbery involves a violent federal crime or if it's a federally insured bank. So it's best to aim for a credit union or private banks. Keep it a local law enforcement issue. You ready? All right, let's go.
Bow, 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 bow,
Alright, that may not have been perfect, but hey, we still got the money. Now we're off to our final expedition. Class A. Couldn't end this without the classic. First degree murder. You may be thinking, Bubba, I've watched enough crime shows to know they always catch the killer. Well, listen, you are in luck, my friend, because Columbo retired in 2003. Instead of some ultimate detective, you're gonna get overworked, underpaid Officer Chubbs. Remember, not all murders are solved. This isn't television. The feds won't be able to zoom in, enhance. We got him. Just be sure to clean up properly so no one becomes suspicious. Also, this is the world before and after someone stops breathing. Stay cool. No one's been alerted. You gotta think rationally in this sort of scenario. Don't be like Mr. Chicago here, who killed his neighbor. No evidence, no leads. Then he Googled his own name plus the words murder suspect. Cops found his search history and it was all over. But you don't need Google because you got Amen Bubba. Grab some heavy-duty black bags, double up, spray some Febreze, and use that public disposal skill of yours. Also stay mobile. The most prolific killers who were never caught were always on the move. I've I've taught you everything I know. So now get out there and make your dreams come true. The world is yours. Hey, long time no see. Hey, can I borrow $10? I'm messing with you. Nice. I've been keeping up with you, with what you've been up to. That arson attack back in April, that plane jacking in Anchorage, Alaska. I see business has been booming, importing that bromo dragonfly drug, right? No, you forgot the number one rule. They promised me a snickerdoodle cookie if I wore a wire. I didn't think you'd actually confess. I'm sorry. No matter what happens now, just know I'm proud of you. Amen.